Hello everybody and welcome back to another studio vlog. Now, if you've watched the very first studio vlog, you will know that I went to pack some orders that I had received during my Black Friday sale and promptly realised that I had run out of A4 envelopes. So I have packed up the majority of the orders. I do have this one left, the one that I had actually started to pack in the last vlog. I actually want to show you my business card that I put into every order. Oh, there we go, fancy Dan. It's got a little thank you on the back as well. Here I've got my little buzzy bee. These business cards are actually quite old now. I made the mistake of ordering so many of these business cards. Obviously, the more that you buy in bulk, the cheaper it's going to be. And I was thinking, well, my socials aren't going to change or anything. Little did I know that Twitter was going to cease to exist and actually have a complete rebrand. So I have actually got the logo, the old Twitter logo on there on my thank you. But I don't think anybody is going to care. I don't actually even use Twitter anymore. I just hate how toxic a place it is. So don't bother trying to find me on Twitter or X or whatever it is now, because I won't be there. But I am on Instagram and I am on Facebook. I'm going to be using up the last of these business cards at some point, and I would actually quite like to, when these run out, introduce more of maybe like a mini postcard print or something that people have more incentive to keep. I mean, this is very cute and everything, but you're not going to have that on your wall, are you? Whereas you might put up like a mini postcard print or something of mine, or give it to a friend. So I have now got my A4 envelope. This probably is safe enough. I also like to put in a grey backing board, just for that extra security really. I've never had any complaints, so I'm assuming it's all okay. Yeah, so I know that sometimes things can get a bit battered in the post, and that's no one's fault. People are working very quickly, aren't they? So as a little reminder, this is the print that Alexandra ordered. It's my Breath of the Wild print over on Etsy. I also sell it in A3 size, but this is a lovely A4. And I have got the Game Gang sticker sheet, which is waterproof vinyl, and also the Pokemon Kanto starters, same again. And as a little freebie, I've put in this sort of more mini sticker sheet of some lovely Koroks. I do want to up my packaging game a little bit. I see so many wonderful creators doing such lovely jobs with their packaging, using things like lovely colourful tissue paper, and it feels more like a like you're receiving a gift. Do you know what I mean? I remember ordering from Catnip, this is quite some years ago now, I ordered a pin. I'll tell you what, I'm going to show you. So I used to collect pin badges, and a part of me wants to start collecting them again because I just find them so cute. Anyway, I used to have them just on my rucksack, but then one fateful day I was on the tube and came off the tube and realised that my absolute favourite pin had fallen off, and I'd lost it in the London Underground somewhere. I'm hoping somebody actually picked it up and decided to keep it for themselves and it didn't just get, bulldozed by a train. This feels so sad. Anyway, when that happened, I decided to purchase a, what is this? A pin display from Catnip, and it's really lovely. I don't know if you can actually see but it's kind of like an ombre, a purple, pink, and I've got like all my pin badges on there. Some of them are really special, like these ones here are all the way from Japan when we went to the Ghibli Museum. So yeah, when I received this gorgeous pin display from Catnip, along with a few of her, that kind of shows how long ago it was. I think these are generation 1 of hers. Yeah, when I received that parcel, it was such a beautiful experience. It felt like I was receiving a gift, albeit to myself, but it was really lovely. You had a lovely box and opened it up and things were gift wrapped in the lovely pink tissue paper, stuck down by a sticker. It just felt like I was receiving a gift, and I'd love for my customers to have that experience as well. So that is something that I'm looking into for the future. I'll look into it in the new year. The thing is, I'd love to get some lovely tissue paper or something. But I don't know what colour to get. This is the thing. I've always looked at different brands. For example, Catnip. When you think of Catnip, you think pastel pink or just pastel colours in general, but the first thing that comes to mind is that lovely pastel pink. And Very Little Peach, you think that lovely warm yellow. People have these colours sort of attached to them. The thing is, I love colours so much and I'm so indecisive that I flit quite a lot between colour palettes. I was looking back at my previous Peach-tobers over the years. I used to stick to a singular colour palette, limited colour palette, throughout the entire month of Peach-tober. I would do every single piece using this limited colour palette. And there's been some years where I've used more pastel colours, which I loved using. There's other years where I used more, brighter or high contrasting colours. There's some years where I just used whatever colours I like. Sometimes I just feel like different pieces require different colour palettes, and some days I want to use a more warm autumnal palette, other days maybe like a, in the springtime, using more pastel-y colours. I do feel like when you look at my work, there is some kind of thread, but it isn't down to the colour palette, I don't believe. So yeah, when I'm thinking of, packaging and branding myself, I do have my logo that I have had for quite some time and I still really like it. I don't want to say a nice saturated blue. How would I describe this blue? It's blue. And I've got my nice warm yellow that I use for my hair. So I do love using those colours, and I've obviously used them on my business card previously with the bee as well. So I would say maybe, yeah, that's probably what I lean more towards quite a lot of the time, is like more saturated colours with sort of more of a warmer undertone, I guess. Been saying that, I have myself a bit of pastel. I do feel like this is something that is going to become more apparent as time goes on. I'm a very impatient person and very indecisive. So those two things, they fight with each other a lot, let's just say that. I've also got a really exciting day doing something a little bit different to the norm. I have been invited to go into the sales office this afternoon. I'm going to be interviewed. It's for the Make Believe Ideas social media account. So yeah, basically the person that's running it wanted to have some staff members from each team to interview and to post photos of onto our social media, and we'll be showing our favourite book. And that was a hard pick, I'll be honest. Yeah, I would say I've worked on hundreds of books for Make Believe Ideas. I've done a whole huge range of illustrated books for Scholastic, educational books, and there are hundreds of those. So I'm proud of that, but I didn't really design many of them. I solely illustrated them. So I decided to pick something a little bit special. So this book here is one that I designed and illustrated last year, literally just as I went on maternity leave. Now, this is especially special, I was going to say, but that's a lot of S's for my mouth first thing in the morning. I actually conceptualized this book. So not only did I design and illustrate it, but I came up with the idea, I pitched it. It's start to finish, basically. This is like my book baby. It started off as a how to draw book, and I had the idea of having sticker sheets that were more of a matte texture that you can draw on. So you're essentially customizing your own sticker sheets. So you could color them in, or they could link to the activities in the book, and there's like dotted dots, you can trace them, all this kind of thing. And just for an extra bit of zing, why not? I was like, I also want to have neon inks. And I'm so glad that the CEO of the company was like, yes, love that idea, go for it. I think it really helped that I took some time out to actually design some sample material for it so she could visually see it. But look how zingy these sticker sheets are. So you can kind of see what I mean. These stickers seem very random because they are actually linked to the activities in the book. So this was the sample. So it started off as a how to draw book. So it was originally going to be some pages with like how to draw a monkey, and then you would have the monkey in the scene and he might go on for a little adventure, and then it will show you how to draw a dog, and then, you know, etc, etc. We started off like that, and we do have a few, I think maybe four or five of these types of pages where it's like how to draw, and there are different things, but it's not a how to draw book. We now focused on the stickers a little bit more. So it's a make your own stickers, amazing animals activity book with neon stacking pen. So it says, find the missing stickers and then colour the picture, use the dots to guide you. So it's a bit like a colour by numbers, but a bit simpler because it's for a younger age group. So you can see where you've got the dots, you'd have to colour in there. Now you've got some gaps for some like huge stickers. So you would go to your sticker sheets, and here we go, look, it says stickers for page 3. And there we go, there's that lovely crocodile. And he's got the neon dots on as well. And then you can use your lovely stacking pen to colour them in on the page. I want to get myself another copy of this. I have got an author copy, but I want to get another copy so that I can see my son do it. But the thing is, this is the reality of having children. Whenever we have designed these books, we are so meticulous with it. We make sure all of the kerning, all of the type and everything is absolutely perfect. There's nothing like a point out. And yeah, just everything we try and get as perfect as possible in a very short amount of time. And then what happens is, the child will then take the book and colour a rainbow in black. Not care in the world. Next, I'm going to do this one in blue. I'm not saying it's a waste of time, because obviously it is not a waste of the time to create something with, you know, quality in mind. But yes, I have a feeling that I'm going to give him this book with the idea in mind that he's going to really love it and care for it because his mum worked so hard on it. But actually the reality is he'll enjoy it, he'll have a great time. I won't have a great time watching him. Yeah, so you've got these really fun illustrations, and it's a limited colour palette as well, and it's just so bright and zingy. I mean, look at that, look at the orange, it's popped so much. I love it. And look, here's my name. So yes, I'm going to be taking this book here. Hopefully it won't be as cringy as I'm anticipating it being. I mean, it can't be more cringy than this, can it? So I just came back from this interview thing. It was much more chill than I anticipated. I'd built it up in my mind to be this massive, great big thing that I was worrying about, as per usual. But actually it was just a nice little chat, and yeah, took my photos and I was in and out so quickly. So we'll see what this social media post is, and hopefully I've done a good job of representing my Stick Around activity book team. Thank you so much for joining me on my work day, and I will see you in the next video.